Good morning all of you. In today's class we will discuss about the second method of building estimate, that is your center line method of building estimate. This method is quick but requires special attention at the junction point, that means where your cross wall or partition wall will meet the main wall. But this method is suitable for rectangular building, hexagonal or octagonal having no cross wall. In this method, we have to find out the total center line length of all walls having same type of foundation and footing, and then in order to get the quantity, we will multiply the corresponding breadth and height with that center line length. So, let me first take an example of a single room building having no cross walls. So, this is a simple building having no cross wall and all the walls are of same width. So, first step is calculation of center to center length of all walls having same type of foundation. So, here I will mark the center to center length as AB, B to C, C, D and D, A. So, total center line length will be AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, and in order to get the quantity, we have to multiply the corresponding breadth. Suppose here we want to calculate the total quantity of brickwork in superstructure. So, we will multiply the corresponding breadth and height of the superstructure with the total center line length. So, we can write it as AB into B. B is the width of the brickwork in superstructure into H. H is the height of the superstructure. So, this plus BC into B into H plus CD into B into H plus DA into B into H. So, in this way we will calculate the quantity. So, see, first length is AB. So, AB is the first center to center length, and when we will multiply the breadth and height, then we have completed the quantity calculation of this particular portion. Okay. Then next, from B to C, BC into B into H. So, BC, while considering BC, we covered this portion, then CD. CD, for CD, while taking the wall CD, we covered this portion, and while taking the wall DA, we covered this portion. So, note one thing, while considering the wall AB and BC, see, one portion is common. This portion is common for AB and BC. Similarly, this portion is common for AB and DA. This portion is common for your CD and DA, and this portion is common for your BC and CD. That means these portions, this hatched portion or which are shown by hatched lines are coming twice, but we left the portions which are denoted as K, L, M and N. That means we are taking these portions twice and left with these portions of same magnitude. So, the total quantity will not, that means this left out portion will not hamper the total quantity, because these two are having same dimension and magnitude. So, let me take another example of a rectangular building with a cross wall. So, this is a 2-room building plan and this one is the cross wall. Mark here, these are two junction points, because here the cross wall will meet the main wall. So, these two are your junctions. As in the previous example, similarly again we will find out the total center to center length. So, this will be AB, BC, CD and this is an additional one. So, it will denoted as E and F. Okay. So, total center line length will be AB plus BC plus CD plus DA plus EF. And in order to get the quantity, we will multiply. These walls are also having same thickness, that is B. AB into B into H plus BC into B into H plus CD into B into H plus DA into B into H plus EF into B into H. So, mark here, while taking the wall AB, okay, AB and BC okay. So, while taking your AB into B into H, that means this one is the portion AB is the length and B is the corresponding breadth. So, we are taking this portion, and similarly for BC, this is the portion, okay. For CD, this one is the portion, and for DA, this one is the portion, and for EF, this will be the total portion. So, mark here one thing, this portion is common to your wall AB and EF. Similarly, on other side it is common to your wall CD and EF. So, this portion needs to be deducted from the total quantity, because this will come as an excess quantity. So, when we will calculate the total quantity in this manner, then we will get an excess quantity for these two portions, and we need to subtract this excessive portion from our total quantity in order to get the accurate or actual result. So, this hatch portion is having breadth of b by 2 in this side and b by 2 on the another side, because the total thickness is b. So, from the center line to the inside part is your b by 2. So, what we will do, we will subtract this portion from our total center line length. That means, previously this is our total center line length, but these two portions are coming twice. Previously the corner portions, these portions are also come twice, but these are neutralized by the left out portion. So, corner will not be is not a big issue, because it will not hamper the total result, but this portion, as it is coming twice, we need to subtract this from the total length. So, how we will subtract this? So, we need to subtract there are two junctions. So, we will subtract 2 into b by 2. That means, the particular breadth divided by 2 from one side and also from the other side. So, we can write it as total center line length minus 2 into b by 2. So, this is our net center line length, and with this center line length, when we will multiply our breadth and corresponding height, it will give us the total quantity. So, in this example, we have seen when there is a junction point, then how we will calculate the total quantity. Now, this will be our final center line length, and with this we will multiply our breadth and height to get the final quantity. So, for this class, it is your center line method is over. So, in the next class we will do some examples.